Hello, hello, and come in, everyone. Welcome to the Hush House Library, a place of secret and wonder, seated cliffside over the ocean on the island of Brancrug. The tea is brewed and ready to pour, so make yourself comfortable as we crack open the book of our adventure, peeling back the skin of the world to glimpse the hidden histories laying beneath. Alright, let's throw the doors open to this place again and get started. We have 2 moon on this. We got my ink with 7 moon. And I'm gonna potentially need more moon. Come here, you. Yeah, that leaves me with 24. Either I need to get Sickle and Eclipses up 1 more. Can I get that up 1 more? One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, yeah. Looks like we go up to 9 on these. Which really, what I want is something with Nyctodermy that can be associated with. And here, that would be 3rd level. Would have 1 of 2 aspects with Knock. Here's my illumination. That requires 4. Oh, you're already attuned to metal. Edict's Liminal. Okay, if I can get Edict's Liminal up to 4, I can put it in here then. As I'm hoping there's another tryst hiding in there. I just need 1 more moon. That might be a little difficult to get through. Great Counterfeit is gonna have to get swapped. I should probably make sure I have the appropriate language in there. Generally makes things a little easier, you know. What's our language? Lucine. Finally. Something where the book's mystery and the language match up. Although I don't think I'm able to keep the memory. That's fine. Oh, yeah, I forgot. It takes about a minute. He speaks very cautiously of the exceptions that can sometimes be made to the edicts of Chancellor and Calyptra, and hints at the means by which he successfully returned a lantern long to flesh. Schaller mentions, most cautiously, of all that he has been permitted to see a book that speaks more deeply on the matter, that it was surrendered into the shadows of a covenant stone of the Watchman's Tree. It can be retrieved if the 99th wink is reserved under the Edict's liminal. Stolen secret. Okay. Stolen secret out of this book. We're just gonna wait for daytime to roll through. We're gonna need 3. Okay, an impulse would work. An impulse would work. Where am I keeping patterns? There they are. Oh, hey, it's raining. Doesn't help me too much in this situation, but hey, it's raining. Oh, whoops, it's 2, not 3. Oh, that's fine. That's fine. That just means I need 2 more memories regardless. That's pattern. Pattern and another impulse. That'll work. I didn't tie this to anything yet, did I? No, I did not. Got the impulse. Okay. Oh, you give... Really? You change to a... Really now? Shaft. And what would you give? Vet. Shaft. Well, now we're just complicating things. What do we give? Because clearly this is tied to what the primary is. No, it is not. Alright, let's go back in here. What would putting you under preservation give me then? 4. Huh. Things have just got to get more complicated, don't they? Okay, well, let's just assign that. Another shaft. Where am I going to get more Trist? This begs a question. Where do I get more Trist from then? Okay. I totally didn't just look that up. What's that? Hmm. Okay. What about these books? I guess it really doesn't matter, so I'm gonna just kind of blow through this. Don't really need any effort. For a long time, the Blackbone pondered her next move until the moon dared to peep from behind a cloud and the prince completed the composition of his third sestina, but the lady met the blind gaze of its open pores waiting for the tide. Garcia Sara acknowledges in an epilogue that it's widely known that Eva in fact tragically drowned herself and her twin infant granddaughters without ever making such a journey. But he adds contemptuously, it is also widely known that the city unbuilt will so remain, that only one history is ever written, and that Janus is a Mansus prank. Alrighty. Crossing to noon, memory of salt. These stories, I don't need two. Two moon or two grail. Let's see if we can't pluck this memory real quick. Okay, sweet. Well, that's useful. What do we got? No. I can make sea stories. Wrong seal. No, hold on. Okay. Yeah. Hmm. Okay, that's not it. What should have been this? Going through all my books. What are you? Stone stories. Okay, let's try you then. That's 10 scale. That's gonna be a little rough. Yeah, I have you. One scale and grail. So I'll need 4 or 3 for this one. 2. What was that? Fear? Yeah. That would work. Beguiling melody. And 3. I should also get these in case Numa decides to roll its ugly head anyways. 1, 2, and 3. And let's try that again. Savage him. Nope, that's not. Okay, like melody. 2. Satisfaction brings us to 3. And then fear. I have a... I'll just go to this writing desk way over here. Alright, 4. I think I narrowly timed this just brilliantly. Nope, okay. Core. And where else could you possibly go? Scolioscaphy. No, that's Arab. Don't get me wrong. Another one of those would be useful. Okay. Yeah, my next move. Probably this book. Does now have significantly more scale. Probably get through this book without using a memory. Oh, what have we written in? Envec. Huh? I was right. Oh, hey, more fog. The author writes guiltily of her dealings with hill children and carapace relics. She suggests she herself has a connection with one of the carapace kinds. Most of these dealings are trivial, but she claims to have arranged the death of Marcher Lord William de Bros, called Black William. De Bros' wife, Eva, or De Bros's wife, Eva, evidently seeks Abby's help to free her from her hated husband. Subsequently, he is found in the bedchamber of the wife Lilian, the great prince of the Welsh, while attempting to negotiate the marriage of his daughter, also Eva, to Llewellyn's son. Llewellyn takes this badly, De Bros is hanged, the elder Eva inherits his estate and makes a substantial endowment to St. Brandon's. In the author's telling, De Bros was innocent of all but cruelty, and the adulterer found in the bedchamber was a shape-changing undergoer. Okay, impulse. Impulse. Stone stories. Do I have stone? I do have stone stories. Oh dear, stone stories is tied to health. Oh dear. Scale and nectar. Well, that's great. You skill at least 7 moth, but effective against this infestation. You can remove it with a skill that's effective against infestations and at least 7 moth. Against corruption. Have anything that's effective. You're effective against curses. Corruption. Infestation. We can cleanse this book. Okay. Table with moth. Each word must be treated separately. Which is fine, we'll get this purified. Where does the blood come from? The ground knows. Where does it go? The moth remembers. Contamination has been removed. Love to see it. Resurgences and emergences. Be sure I have that in here somewhere. Yeah, I was just looking at it. Boy, do I feel silly. I'm just gonna let this day tick through. Okay. First off, stone stories. I'm gonna need 2. That'll be quick. Take a book I can go through without translating it. Sure, a savage hymn. That always helps. And then I'm gonna need 3 moth or grail memories. The funny thing is I can metal in there. Satisfaction. Okay. That's a little bit of gossip. And then solace. Oh, it's hailing. That's weather you don't want to be caught in. Not at all. Right, let's do stone stories first, since that's kind of my primary focus. No? Did I mislabel solace? No. I was just dumb. Now I'm gonna need something else with moth or grail. Yeah, this will work. Where's that table? There it is. Where can I put stone stories? Oh, stones. Oh, I've already tuned stone stories. Shoot. Well, that's unfortunate. I haven't tuned stones. No stories to anything. Okay. I'm just throwing things at a wall to see what sticks here. Now you've been attuned to health, but I already have book out, so satisfaction. Impulse. We need 4, that's 2. Beguiling Melody makes for 3. What other moth-associated skills do I have? That's a contradiction, that ain't it. Storm, Fear. That's just an inscribed stone. I have Gossip. I guess we're just gonna spend the day in the library, just bolstering our capabilities. Trying to grab that. And then last little bit of effort. Alright, let's look through the shelves while this goes. Crime and Remembrance. Containment. Do I have a Snow Stories book? I do have one. I think this was an impulse. Alright, come here, you. Where's my winter desk? I have 2. But this one's specifically referred to as pale, so... Deck, of course. I don't think I have any winter tools. No, I don't think I do. Okay, what about ink? That would be a little overdoing it. Alright, well, hold on for just a second then. Hindsight. Yep, Step in snow. Alright, appel desk. Deep Mandaic. Snow stories. Okay, so I'm gonna need... Well, let's see what this gives first. Juice engages in apology for the destruction of the hours. They were old, they were cowardly, they were vile. Their time had passed, and it was the shining destiny of humankind to seize the house through glorious battle. Recounts how the hours called Seven Coils was slain in battle by the Colonel, how the Grail devoured the hour called the Tide, and how the egg unhatching fled like a coward. He's quite vituperative about the egg unhatching. He warns darkly against its return. Hindsight. I would have grabbed another hindsight and not even realized it. But a regret can be useful. Actually, hang on. Let's let this tick to 30 seconds. Alright. Let's take another hindsight. Snow Races Winter and Moon. Grab another regret. And then an intuition. Okay, then we have... And then we have 4th Intensity Snow Stories. And then Snow Stories. Where'd it go? Here we go, Trist. I'll have to wait for the morning, but... Oops. There we go. Ectodermy and... Nope, I want... Bosk, no. Hushery. Let's do that to Hushery. That's annoying. What are you? Bosk. You are Preservation. Ectodermy. Nope, you guys aren't anything like that. Fountain just straight up isn't a thing. Okay. Nope. You are intense. No, that's a whole other thing. Bird song. Oh, you're attuned to Trist. Okay. Hushery. Because you go to Hush. A lot of things in here were tied to Hushery. Actually, what's going on? Let's see here. 10 edge. How much edge do I have? Oh, I've got plenty. Language Hikos. Incidentally, I can put whatever skill I want in here. I could put Fet in here and still do it. In fact, I'm gonna do it. Now, what do you want? Daymare. You want... You're gonna want a book on Knock that you can read. Bureau's got Hobson in a box, they say. Bureau wouldn't know a box from a box room. Say I, haha, box room, as you were. Thought I'd pop over to Krakow and make sure everything's properly sealed. Just want to get my intricisms straight first. Box room. Seal him up like Christmas. See if I won't. Pip 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 pip. Haha. Box room. What an eccentric individual. Lord Jacob Griswood, surgeon, ethnologist, philanthropist. There's no proof that he ever kept children in hutches beneath his bed. There's no proof he vivisected cats at dinner with his penknife. The Suppression Bureau keeps its secrets. Use your paint, whispered the wolf to the pale girl. Here's your knife for scraping, and here is your face. Newman. Alteration. Merciless alteration. Edge Forge Grail. You ever read these things and just think, what did I just read? Like, man, does this stuff get weird. And then Hushery. I can apply serpents and venom to that. Sharps. This isn't overdoing it. Not at all. A bit of a contradiction. And a splash of fear. I have dangerous things out of place. My claws. Okay. And I'm gonna need my there we go. Need my counterfeit. Sit on this desk, change things up a little bit. I need that Newman back. Okay. Let's get this done. Contradiction. Retrist. Or nope, wrong seal. In the House of the Moon, the city. This history is my last and greatest work. One hand in darkness, the other in light. The city will rise in the House of the Moon, the place behind the Mansus. When the librarian records history, even the hours take note. Making this decision cannot be reversed. It is written, you've recorded a new history. Bring it to Earl Bryant's field in the season of Numa, and the hours bear witness. Okay, so now I gotta wait for Numa. Oh dear. Um. Hmm. Right. Can I make Numa happen? Can I just summon Numa? Nope. It doesn't look like I can just summon Numa. That's unfortunate. All we can do is wait. In which case, Huh. I'm gonna give it a couple seasons. We'll be right back. Surprise, jump cut. Okay. Got a petition for this. Quickly hammered out. Which I believe we just have to mail it out. Okay, Newman can be bidden, but now and then it has been successfully petitioned. Or cannot be bidden, but now and then has been successfully petitioned. So we'll see if this works. Hopefully. We'll be right back when Numa rolls around, hopefully. Okay. Looks like my letter reached its destination. We are in Numa. Which means... which means we can fly. Just because it's heavily oriented towards moon, it feels most suitable to use Trist. Earth, sky, sea, bear witness to my work. You brought a history which at least one of the hours will endorse. This is point of no return. Many of these histories are strange or wild, unless you're certain. Yep, let's do this. Cult forces. I unlocked the moon card. This history is my last and greatest work. One hand in darkness, the other in light. The city will rise in the house of the moon, the place behind the Mansus. As within, so without. Brancrug, once the grey rock and sea where the cross first met Flint. Now the Flint proxy the black sapphire city that will rise endlessly into the night. In the other place we call the House of the Moon. No one will inscribe my name above the gate, but I will keep the knowledge like a jewel beneath my tongue. Okay, and I think for now that's where we'll go ahead and end things. It's been quite the adventure as a librarian, and quite time consuming. Perhaps when I have a little more time, we'll go ahead and tackle the other histories of the Isle. But for now, there are other ventures, other projects I wish to get to, so Firespit will be retiring from the library for the time being. So until then, as always, I do thank you all for coming. If you like my content and like my time as a librarian, feel free to hit the like button. If you dislike my content, hit the dislike button. Both of those help me out quite a lot. The next time you want to catch me going live or see my next recording, feel free to hit that subscribe button. And if you ever have any errant thoughts, feel free to leave those down below. And until later, ta-ta for now, and you all have a good one. Bye-bye!